Today, we're going to trade with pocket option without losing. And I got a secret for you guys on exactly how I'm doing this. Welcome back, everybody. Mark here. Thanks for coming back to the channel. Great to see you again. You know, that's a pretty bold statement. How can I say that? How can we just continually trade and not lose money? I mean, who does that, right? You know, we've got several videos on this channel. I'm trading usually for up to an hour. And, you know, as I think the longest video was 2 hours without losing money inside a pocket option. I'm showing you everything right on the video, guys. No fancy editing or anything like that. I'm actually showing that I do have real money inside a pocket option, which is something that a lot of the other YouTubers are not going to show you. Most of them are using a demo account. There's a way to change pocket options so it says real. Well, in fact, that it's just a demo account. That's not what we're doing here. My demo account is right here. I'll go ahead and switch it to the demo account. Look. There you go. Now I've got $54,000. But on this video, we're going to use real money, guys, because I think that's what you really want to see, because anybody can make money with demo, right? So let's go ahead and change this back to the real account. This is what we're going to be using today. And so, yeah, I'm excited. And we're going to keep it just like we always do. We're very transparent. We're open. I'm showing you every single trade that I take. But what's the secret to winning with pocket option? How come somebody makes a bunch of money and you don't? I mean, I know a lot of you, you're coming onto the scene for the very first time, and you know you've tried it out, and you find that your balance just seems to stay in the same spot. It doesn't go up or it doesn't go down, or maybe it just keeps going down slowly and slowly. And you find yourself in a situation where you start rapid trading, or what we call rapid fire trading. So when it goes against you, you put in $10 trade, right? You put in another $10 trade, you lose that, and then you lose a third $10 trade. It's really hard to make up for those losses, to bring you back to even a break-even point. And so what do we do when we get really into that rut, right? We're just so frustrated, and we don't want to put any more money into the platform. We want to take out profits, guys, because that's the whole point here. That's why we're doing this, right? And we organize that, and we use tools like the Wealth Warriors Trade Manager. This is a highly advanced trade manager with mathematical calculations. It allows you to have wins even if you have losses. Even if you have multiple consecutive losses in a row, you can still come out in profit. And of course, you guys know, if you're regular viewers on my channel, you know that on May 7th, the new version of the Trade Manager will be released. Version 3. A lot of you have been waiting for this for a very, very long time. If you're part of our VIP group, you know, you've been waiting months for this new version. Today's May 4th. Guys, we only got like 3 days to go. So May 7th, the Trade Manager version 3 will be released. If I can trade without losing with version 2, imagine the speed and efficiency that I'm going to be able to do with version 3. You guys are going to be blown away. And if you want to see everything, I would highly recommend, especially if you're new to pocket option, if you're frustrated, if you've had it, you know, you've tried a lot of things online, nothing seems to work, right? I mean, that's really the biggest problem right now. A lot of you guys are out there, you know, trying to you can't even make $1, let alone, you know, try to make something that's going to be sustainable or replace an income or whatever like that. So here's what I'm going to do. Below this video, and here's a little screenshot here. Below this video, you're going to find my channel name. If you scroll down, if you click or tap on that channel name where it says Mark Trades, that's going to take you over to my channel. and you're going to find a premiere that I have just posted right now. It is the Trade Manager presentation. It's a launch event that is happening on May 7th at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Okay. And you can click this button right here that says Notify Me, and it will notify you about, I would say, about 30 minutes before this premiere goes live. There's going to be a lot of people there. It's going to be jam-packed. We're going to have a live chat room, so we get to, chat back and forth, and we get to, answer your questions and everything. So, guys, this is only going to happen once. So if you've been a regular subscriber or you're brand new, I would highly advise to go over there right now and click on the Notify Me button once you get there, or you can just click on the thumbnail, and then right here, it says premieres in 2 days, May 7th at 9:30 a.m. And you can click on the Notify Me button, and that'll just give you like a heads up right before that goes live. Okay? So really excited for that. And you guys have a little chat room open right now. You guys can go over there and say hi if you want to. All right, now let's get back to the video here. And I've got over 100 videos on this channel. It hasn't been that long. I mean, I think I'm coming up on a year now, and I've made a lot of videos. I've done a lot of trading. And I don't have a lot of losses. Well, we have losses, but here's the thing. In order to win, you're going to have some losses, right? Even if you're trading martingale, which is a little bit risky, I don't really recommend it that much. You don't really have any control over your risk and how aggressive you want it and how conservative you want it. You don't have any control over that when you're using martingale. It's just very cut and dry. You lose one. You lose $1 trade, then go in for $3. You lose $3 going for, whatever, like $7. And a lot of you are trading with more than you really need to, when in fact you could have just a calculator and an algorithm that is going to give you the trade amounts for you, but give you those amounts just enough. The amounts are going to be just enough of what you need and nothing more, nothing less. So you guys can keep as much capital and protect your capital as much as possible when you're doing this. So how does this all work? Well, I'm going to show you that right on this video. So now we're going to be using the Fast 5 strategy. If you've been following me for any amount of time, I use the Fast 5. I don't use any I use indicators on some strategies, but I only have like a couple that I like. But it's a great idea to just stick to one. That way you improve just on that one strategy, instead of strategy hopping, like I think a lot of you guys are doing that. You will think that one strategy is not working, so you'll do another strategy, another strategy, another strategy. And so you really never get good at one. You keep changing it. And guys, all the great traders, they just have that one thing they've been doing for years. That's just how it's always been. So what I'm going to do here is make sure that I'm on the regular candlesticks. For the time frame, I'm going to make sure I'm on S30, which means 30 seconds. And I'm going to turn off Enable Auto Scroll for now. But 30 seconds on the time frame, that means that each candle that you see on the chart here, each one represents 30 seconds. So after 30 seconds, you're going to have a new candle. Another 30 seconds goes by. You're going to have another new candle appear. All right. Just want to put that out there for those of you that are just getting started with this. The expiry over here with binary options trading, there's a time of how long the trade is open. This is different than the time frame. Okay, two different things. So the time frame over here on this side, that's just for the candlesticks. Only just the candlesticks, guys. But over here at the time, this is for the expiry, how long the trades will be open. So this is completely customizable, which is great. That's one of the great things, is that you have options here. It's not fixed to just one time. So What I'm going to do is click on S5, which is already selected. And now, guys, this is not going to work. If you're using a live market inside a pocket option, you're not going to be able to trade with less, you're not going to have or be able to have an expiry less than 1 minute. Okay, so you have to make sure you're choosing an OTC market up here. Now, if you go to the panel over here where the assets is, and I use currencies, most of you use currency pairs, and that's fine. But right up here, you can see the very top ones. Have you noticed these are all marked with OTC? You want to choose an asset that has the highest payout amount that's available, which inside a pocket option for this time is 92%. So I typically just start with the, whatever pair is at the top here. And okay, there we go. That looks pretty good. But we may have some better charts here. Whatever, maybe not so many wicks. Okay, this looks pretty good. So let's just go with the top one right there. And so how much do we trade with, right? You've set up your chart, you've set everything up, but what's the dollar amount? Okay. So what we do first is we take our capital up here, whatever we have inside a pocket option. So I have 1732.88. I will come over here and put in 1732.88. No, that's not right. Okay, here we go. 1732.88. All right, let me extra check that. Great. The payout amount, right, is what we're getting back from pocket option. We're getting 92% back of whatever we put in. And so I want to make sure that this is also set on 92%, which is matching with the payout inside a pocket option. If you look over here on the right, it tells me 92%. So the total trades and win trades. Now, I'm not going to go too much into detail with this because these are customizable options. If you're brand new to this, it may not make sense right away. When you join VIP, you get access to all of the video tutorials that are going to show you exactly how this works. But you don't really have to do that right now. You can see that I must win 1 out of 10 trades, or I can select and change this to win 2 out of 10. Okay, you see how that's customizable? Now, there's also a daily goals calculator over here. If I win 1 out of 10 trades for 32 sessions, that's going to give me an overall growth of 2% on my account for the whole day, right? So it's telling me right here. Now, in the new version of the Trade Manager, this is much more advanced. And this is going to give you a lot more details on, exactly, what your balance is going to look like at the end of the day, and just a lot more options in terms of percentages and stuff like that, so you guys can really dial in your goals. But for now, this is what we're working with. And you can see when you set things up, when you enter your initial capital and everything, the Trade Manager gives you the amount for the first trade. You don't have to wonder, what's that going to be? If I want to earn 1 or 2% per day on my account, do I go in with $10 or $5 on the trade? You just have no idea. There's no structure. It's like you're trading, it's like you're naked. There's no money management at all. And that's kind of scary. I don't think at this point I could trade inside a pocket option without any money management. I mean, maybe I could. If I was sure, if I was really good at my strategy, maybe I had an 80 or 90% win rate. I could just nail it every single time, right? But very few people can do that, especially with binary options. It moves very, very fast. And so it's a little bit tricky. So that's why we have to use tools like this. But the first trade amount is 120. Let's go back over here and start trading, guys. Let's just go ahead and get this show on the road. And so what I'm going to do is look for an entry criteria. And with the Fast 5 strategy, we're waiting for the first 5 seconds of a new 30-second candle, and then I will go ahead and enter the trade. And so that's what we're going to do here. I know you guys want to see this, so that's great. Let's extra check everything one more time. 1 out of 10, 1732.88. And yep. So it looks pretty good. 120 for the first trade. Payouts at 92%. Always check the payout, guys, and we're pretty much ready to go. And really happy to be here with you guys. And we're just going to go ahead and knock this out. Let's get some trades in here. And that's why I choose these shorter time frames and expiries, so we can get more trades in. That wasn't a good one, so let me go back and, oh, here we go. Oh, this looks much better. Right here, it wasn't so great. You can see it's kind of hesitating. Lots of wicks, lots of pullbacks, which I don't like. And it's just going to kick us out of the market. But now we're starting to see some consistency. But guys, it's on Sunday. Even though it's OTC, these are simulated charts. But sometimes it feels like it coincides with the live markets at times. But they can just dramatically look different at almost any time of the day. But hey, it's a moving chart and the price is moving here. That's all we really need to do this strategy, guys. Okay, so let's just go ahead and hang out here. We got about 5 more seconds to go. And we got a new 30-second candle, 29.28. Looking good so far. Let's go ahead and enter. Probably like a split second too early. And let's go ahead and what do we got? That's a loss. Oh my gosh. Game over. Guys, thank you so much for coming out on the video. And, you know, appreciate you. And no, I'm just kidding. Guys, when we have a loss, it's not the end of the world. We embrace those losses. Let's come over here. And I'm actually glad that happened, because when that does happen, what you want to do right next to the trade amount, the first one that you received, there's a little drop-down menu. And all you have to do is select L. And you notice as soon as I do that, the trade manager gives me the trade amount for the next trade. This helps me stay in profit, guys. Okay. And so that's 251. Let's go back over here. And now we just enter in the new trade amount, which is 251. That's it. You're done. And you continue this process. And these charts aren't looking too great, but let's just go ahead and enter. And 1 more second to go. There it is. Back over here. I've won that. Okay. And guys, I only need to win 1 time for each session. This session's over. That's it. That was quick, right? It's over. How come it's over? Because I've selected to win 1 out of 10 trades. And to reach that 2% per day, I just need to do this 32 times. How long did that take? It didn't take that very long. Let's come down here and click on reset. And what I'm going to do is let's check out our new balance inside a pocket option over here. 1733.99. Rinse and repeat. That's it. That's the name of the game. 120 first trade amount. As your initial capital grows, because I know you guys are looking at this going, well, Mark, that's only $1. It's not just $1, guys. It's 2% on your account every day. And here's the thing. Once this initial capital grows, so does the trade amounts. And it starts the compounding effect. So I've entered that in there. Up, the payout just dropped. Look at that. It went down to 89%. It thought I wasn't looking, but I was looking. So what happens? It's 89% now. Let's change the chart. All right, let's see what's going on here. We got odd CAD. And waiting for that new 30-second candle to appear. 2 more seconds to go. And here it is. What's it going to do for us? It's a little bit indecisive. It's indecisive. Looks like it's crawling down a little bit. So I went ahead and entered. We got a little bit of a rejection there. Barely won that, but we did. And if you win the first one, the session's over. How many sessions have we done so far? We've done 2. So I'm logging those sessions right now. 1 more. By the way, guys, in the new Trade Manager, version 3, it logs the sessions for you automatically. So you really don't have to come over here and click the arrows. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Version 3, May 7th. It's coming. And so it's over. Let's come back over to Pocket Option. 1735.09. 1735.09. So you see what's happening here. It's all about speed. The faster you can do this, the faster your account grows, right? Now it's going really slow for me because I'm recording this video. I'm trying to show you guys how all this stuff works. But in the real world, and if it was just myself, dude, I would have the music going in the background, and I'm just like nailing. I'm just banging out these sessions so fast, like just like 1, 2, 3, 4 sessions, 5 sessions, just boom, 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 reaching that goal of 32 sessions per day. And I'm compounding that, so this is exciting. I'm totally pumped. And this is something new that I've started to do. I've really focused on the overall account growth every day, not so much trying to, get as rich as fast as possible, because a lot of you guys know what happens when you try to do that. You've got those $10, $20, $30, $40 per trades. Now, you can make it as risky as you want. It's totally up to you guys. We have some guys in the group doing like 40% per day. I mean, if you guys want to do that, that's great. If that's the kind of risk you want to take on, it's totally up to you. I mean, it's your money, not mine. You guys can do whatever you want. And so you're free to do that. If it's working for you, then great. Go for it. But for me, I'm going to keep this pretty reasonable here. We've got a 26, 25 second, not the greatest entry, but let's get in some trades here. Because sometimes I do more talking than I do trading. You guys ever notice that? Mark talks a lot on his videos. Let's mark that as a loss. Next trade amount, 251. I'll let you in on something here. Yeah, I forgot which grade it, no, I remember what grade it was, but when I was in, oh, I didn't like that. I think when I was in, was it 5th grade? Actually, 2 days in a row. Or not 2 days, 2 years in a row. I was voted most talkative in school. And I didn't really know what that meant at the time. And whoa, what's, oh yeah, no, we're not doing that today. But I was voted most talkative. One year I was voted class clown, right? And I'm trying to figure, how come I got voted class clown? I couldn't figure it out. Maybe I just don't see it. Maybe they see the clown, and I don't know, guys. So I just kind of went with it, right? And that's just what happened. But here we are, 27, 26. And went ahead and entered on that. Yeah, it's giving me a little bit of a pullback. But it looks like we did win that anyway. And we only need one win. Boom, that's a win. Let's go ahead and mark another session completed. Let's go ahead and clear this out. Back over to Pocket Option 1736.20. 1736.20. You see what I just did right there? I updated my initial capital, but I did it by hand. Did you guys see what I just did right there? I went over to Pocket Option. I looked at the balance, and then I came back over here on the initial capital and entered that in by hand. Guys, the new Trade Manager, it does this for you automatically. Okay? So now I'm kind of spilling the beans here. I'm giving away a lot of stuff. I'm not even supposed to tell you guys about this, okay? And I'm just excited about it. We've been working because we've been working months. I mean, it's been like almost 6 months. We've been working on this one thing on a spreadsheet, guys. Out of all things, it's a spreadsheet. But it's not like any spreadsheet that you've ever seen. Because behind this spreadsheet is actually an algorithm. It's an algorithm, very sophisticated algorithm. It's not just martingale, guys. It's not 1 + 2. plus 4. It's really not that basic. So what I'm going to do is let's continue here. 1736.20. And I'm trading with the same trade amount. So far it's been just too easy, man. Let's see if we can get a challenge here. Come on. Let's see if we can get some stuff going. Because I can be here for, I mean, the longest one I've always say this, but the longest video is 2 hours. But normally we do like a 1 hour trading session. Maybe we'll go for an hour today. How long have we been going? It's already been 28 minutes so far. I have a little timer here. It tells me how long I've been making these videos so far. And we'll just keep going. But trading can be boring. It can. And it's just, it can be quiet. Oh, look at that. Now, I don't think I'm going to take a short or go sell on that. It just keeps, look at that. It's just going up to the upside. I'm trying to catch it on a 30-second candle, first 5 seconds, but looking for a green candle instead of a red. And let's see if we can get something here. We got about 3 more seconds to go. So let's just go ahead and wait this out. Here we go. Come on, give me a green. There we go. Come on, push. Push it. There we go. Push. We've got about 2 more seconds to go. Got to push back there. But guys, that was an L. And now 251. Let's come back over here. 251. These candles are not that. Something a little bit. I mean, it's OTC, guys. So we can't do it based off of the marketing or the market opening or anything like that. Actually, I'm 2 seconds late on that one, but just wanted to go ahead and get in. Saw a good opportunity, and there it is. Another session completed. Come down here, hit the reset button, back over here to the trade manager. 1737.31. 1737.31. Wait, no. What am I doing? There we go. 120. Okay, there you go. You see the first trade amount? You see how it's starting to increase? This is the compound effect. 121. And let's go ahead and continue. Okay, so overall downward trend. This is a pullback right here. So now I don't, I mean, sometimes I'll look at I'll look at the overall price. I'll zoom out and see what it's doing. But right here, I'm probably not going to enter, guys. Because I think it's still on its way down. Look at that. Yep. Sure enough. So I probably would have lost that. They have little tools inside a pocket option. You see a little paintbrush icon up here? Go ahead and click on that, and there's a trend line tool. And you can, I can visually see it, but for some of you that are maybe new, maybe you don't quite see it right away, but you see this? Now, some of you that, if you've been trading for any amount of time, you've seen this before. But you see a trend start, kind of happening here. And if you zoom in and out, do you see how the line, it doesn't move. It just stays in the same spot. So Pocket Option gives you these tools that you can use. It's not just, time frames and stuff like that. You guys actually have some pretty cool tools in there that you guys can use. So now it's looking like it's breaking through this, and that's why it's not always a guarantee, right? Especially when it comes to support and resistance. Support and resistance is like a 50-50 chance, right? A lot of traders don't use it, but then some traders, they just base everything off of support and resistance. That's all they do. So what's my decision here? Are we breaking out? But instead of getting caught up into all that, what I normally do is just look at the candle. When it comes to that first 5 seconds at the 25-second mark, is it indecisive? Is it? What does indecisive mean? Is it like a pancake size candle? Is it a doji candle where the candle body is very, very small? And that's what's happening. Look, it just doesn't know what it wants to do. It keeps flipping back and forth. Flipping back and forth between green and red is not what I want. So let me go ahead and, what am I doing here? Back over here on the charts or on the currencies. And let's select something here, guys. I could just sit here and rapid trade, but I want to share some things with you guys as well, because I know there's a lot of new viewers. And a lot of you, though, most of you are not new, or you're already subscribed to me. And I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. And you guys really help the channel. But for those that are just starting out, I like to put little tips and tricks out there for you. Because not everybody's been doing this for a while. Okay, so we got one more second to go. And that was, we won the first one, so I don't even need to make any changes to the drop down. 1738.42, 1738.42. Just keep on doing this. This is all you guys got to do. So we're coming back up, overall downward a little bit. It's kind of going sideways. So let's okay. So yeah, I'm just trying to get trades in, guys. So let's just do that. Let's just get some more trades in. 252. I don't want to trade. I don't want to trade recklessly here. I want to try to get some good shots in. So, but yeah, those ones where you just kind of like have a knee-jerk reaction, you just kind of go in on a whim, and you're really not looking at the market conditions or the price action. Those ones do end up in a loss. So, 525. We can change the chart if it's just, when I get multiple losses on one chart, and that's not even a lot of losses, guys. We've had many more losses on the channel. That's not looking good, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, the whole thing is, we're kind of going sideways here. So we got 5 more seconds, 4 more seconds to go before the next 30-second candle. Here it is, 30, 29, 28, and I can enter, but it's not. I'm not crazy about it. But let's just go ahead and do it. And there we go. And that's it. Session's done. I used to do 2 wins per session, and you can do that. So if you're wondering, well, Mark, can I earn more money with this? Yes, guys. The sky is the limit. You guys can do whatever you want. If I change the win trades to 2, now I only have to do 3 sessions per day to earn 2% on my account. That's it. That was fast. Let me look at the difference. If I change this to 1 out of 10, now it's 2% or a little bit over 2%. But if I change this to 2, now it's 2.29%. So pretty much like 2.30% per day. If I change this to 3, I'm way over this profit target. I'm going to earn more than $35 is what it's saying after 1 session. So 1 session, if I win 3 out of 10, I've earned $75. So yes, you guys are asking, well, can I earn more with it? Can I earn $10 or $20 a session? Yes. But you're going to have to be more aggressive with it. You're going to have to take on a little bit more risk. And if you're comfortable with that, then great. Then go for it. But for me, I've got to trade almost every day. I've got to trade. I don't trade every day. I haven't been lately because I've been working on the new trade manager. But making videos every day and doing all this stuff and talking to you guys and sharing things with you, That's not the kind of risk that I want to take on when I'm doing my videos and stuff. And so far, I've been doing well. If you've been watching me, I haven't blown my account. Some of you asking, Mark, have you blown your account with a trade manager? No, I have not. Now, I've reached the stop loss. Okay. I've stopped trading and have came back the next day, but have wiped out the entire account? No, I haven't done that. The stop loss is right down here. You can set the red alert to 20%. Once your current balance gets down to the amount that you've set for the stop loss, for me, it's $13.90, you will receive a red alert. It'll show up over here notifying you that you've reached that threshold and that you should stop or come back the next day, come back later. And so that has happened to me, okay? Because sometimes you'll enter the settings and you'll just have more losses than expected. Some days you'll just have a losing streak. It just happens, guys. So we want to make sure that we can cover ourselves and, protect ourselves when those losing streaks come, because we just really never know when they're going to come. Sometimes you'll have a winning streak, right? Some of you have won 10. We had a member in the group win the other day, like 14 wins in a row. Using a strategy. He posted the strategy inside of the group. Which brings me to actually the Wealth Warriors Alliance group. If you guys are not a part of this group, right now I would say it's very affordable to get in. It's a one-time fee. And a lot of you guys ask, is it per year? Is it per month? No. It's a one-time fee, guys. One time, that's it. And the great thing is that most of our members have made it back within the first couple days. And so there's videos, strategies, instructional videos, even by members that are already seeing success, member submissions. You'll find those inside of the group as well. I think we've got 1,600 members now, so this is a little bit outdated. But you guys just love the trade manager. If you want to see the results, because I know I'm doing a lot of talking, but you guys want to see real results, right? And these guys are not YouTubers. They're just regular people like you and me and everybody else. They're not out there trying to show everybody all their videos and all their trades and stuff like that. They're not pocket option affiliates and stuff like that. No, they're just regular guys, regular girls, regular people. And you can see all of their results over here. I mean, the new website's going to have a lot more testimonials and screenshots and stuff like that. But this is just showing, we've got members withdrawing a lot of money too. So I've posted some of those screenshots. Anyway, you guys can go over there and check that out. How are we doing on time here? 41 minutes. And I'll leave a link for that down below in the comments. There's also a link down in the description of the video. Also, if you guys want to pay by crypto, reach out to me on Telegram, because a lot of you understand maybe you don't have the availability to use a credit card at the moment, or you're in a country or something like that you don't have that access to one or whatever. Reach out to me on Telegram. I'll leave a link down below in the description, and I'll send you some options. We have other options too. It's not just credit card. There's Cash App, Venmo, if you're in the States or whatever. There's a lot of different ways to. Basically, we're going to make sure that you get in. Either way we can do it. There's so many options, so don't worry. We'll get you into the group. And no, I'm not ready to trade. 1739.52, 1739.52, and that's 121. Next trade amount. And you guys always call me out on my typos and stuff like that on the video. I appreciate that. I know I make mistakes, and because I'm usually talking and running my chaps. So yeah, I do that quite a bit. Well, I was voted most talkative. So of course. So here's the most talkative guy, right? Well, at least that's what they thought in the school. That was just that one school, right? So now you know something about me, right? Another thing, whatever. I don't share too much, I don't want to get too personal, right? So what happened just there? Bro, so we had another win. I mean, look at my trades, guys. I'm showing you guys these trades. Look at this. I'm not hiding anything. Here's everything right here. So a lot of the YouTube guys won't show you this. There's two things they won't show you. They won't come up here and click here. They're not going to show you that. This is the demo account. They're not going to do that. They're not going to show you this, all the wins and stuff like that, because they can't show a loss. Excuse me. They can't show a loss. I'm going to pour some water here. I've never poured water on my video, guys. Or on my, on one of my videos. This is a huge 1 gallon. Got to stay hydrated. It's very important. And a lot of times I'll do these videos in the morning. And I'm just waking up, dude. Like, you know? So, get that H2O going, man, because we're going to take on some trades. But, yeah, what was I talking about? So, just be careful about who you follow on YouTube. You know, a lot of the YouTubers, they bring on some great strategies, and those are great. You know, if you want to watch those videos and you get strategy ideas and stuff, great. Maybe you'll find something that works for you, but just be careful who you're doing business with, all right? Because it is a sketchy place out there. Because most people lose money in trading, and it's very risky. Like, right? And let's wait for this here. 30 seconds. I'm not crazy about it. No. I'm gonna go ahead and enter. I'm 2 seconds late on that. But it looked like it was flipping back around. There we go. Score! We got another one, guys. 1741. 74. 1774. See, it's easy. I could easily make a typo, and I have. But the new trade manager, there's no typo, right? It's just whatever it is. So 1741.74. And there's something else I was going to say. And I forgot what that was, but that's okay. Let's just keep on rolling here. All right, we're still at 121. Did I log that session completed? The new trade manager will actually log the session for you, so you don't have to remember to do it. Because sometimes I'm recording these videos and I'll forget to do it. Well, after May 7th, no more, right? So that's another cool thing. And let's get some more trades in here for you guys. 47 minutes. You can see that the time just flies by. Initial capital, 1741.74. That looks pretty good to me. First trade amount, 121. Back over here, it's still 121 on my chart. Looks good. Let's go ahead and update and change the currency pair to something else. All right, let's come way down here. Downward trend, waiting for another... Waiting for the next 30-second candle. Here it is. 29, 28, 27, 26. Looks like we got a little bit of a push down there at the bottom, but we could get a flip back, which looks like that's exactly what happened. Let's go ahead and mark this with an L. And let's see if we can get a losing streak before we close out the video. Next trade amount, 252. I'm not hoping I get losses and stuff and losing streaks, guys. That's not, you know, I'm not trying to attract that, but just so you guys can see the power of the trade manager, sometimes it's nice to, you know, I don't want to have to, you know, or I don't want to win every trade because that's just not realistic. And I know some of you, you know, that's not how it really goes in the real world. So it's nice to get a few losses in there. 252. And we got about 4 more seconds to go. And that's just not looking great at all. No, that's a pancake right there. Pancake City, guys. I haven't had pancakes in a long time. Trying to watch a little closely about what I'm eating and stuff like that. So, you know, we do talk about working out and diet and stuff like that on my channel. I may even create a channel inside of the group just on health, because that's a really important thing, guys. Because I believe without health, you really don't have anything else. I mean, that's it. If your health is not good, you're just not feeling good. It could affect your trading, right? 526. So I believe that kind of, you know, that comes first, right? Because I know days when I'm not feeling good, man, either I'll trade kind of lousy or I just won't trade at all. Oh, wow. Look at that. Nice pullback there. Okay, so there's seven. There's 3 losses in a row. And the next trade amount is 10.99. So let's go ahead and do that. And we'll just wait for the next one. We can keep it on the same chart. Here's the next 30-second candle, 29, 28, 27, 26. I'll go ahead and enter. Could be a rejection here. And sure enough, it is. And we've got a losing streak, guys. Back over here, let's go ahead and enter an L, 22.93. Great. And let's go ahead and continue. We can just change the chart here and just kind of find something. Well, no, this looks okay. We're just going to have to wait 18 more seconds before that next candle. A lot of wicks on this. Not ideal, but let's just go ahead and go for it. Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all. There we go. And all right, that was a win. And that was a 92. Yeah, that was a 92. Great. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So we just got to win one, guys. And once you win one, for me, that session's over. Now, it's a little confusing because you have this other amount here. Well, we've removed that in the new trade manager, so that's no longer there. And I can mark another session completed. So I don't have that many more to go. I can continue to trade. But I think for this video, because we're coming up on the hour, and that's going to be it. Let me show you my trades here. So closed, we had 4 losses in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we had a win. And so here's all my history for today. During this video, I'm showing you guys all this. I would say, you know, it's probably somewhere around 50%, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It's very, you know, and that's all you really need, because the trade manager will tell you with these settings. For me, I only need a 10% win rate. I mean, that's really, really low. And we'd have to be a pretty lousy trader, you know, to have less than a 10% win rate. I only need 10% or more. And if I'm hitting that 50% win rate every day, I got it made, you know? And that's what I love about this. But so try it out. If you guys want to get into the group again, May 7th. Now, I don't like to mention this, but the price will go up for the VIP group on May 7th. The price will be different. Okay. I just want to put that out there because I think, I don't want to say like, okay, just wait till May 7th, but then there's a different price. You can get in now and lock in at the lower price. And then on May 7th, if you're in the group, I'm going to post the link and give you guys an update so you can get access to the trade manager, the new one. You will have access to all the videos. We have a lot of videos in the group, but you also get access to all the new videos. that are going to show you all the details and everything on how the new Trade Manager works. So all of that's already in there, but it's not going to be unlocked until May 7th. So if you guys get in there right now, you're going to have access to all of that. Yes, it's lifetime. It's lifetime. It's not per month. Anyway, that's it, guys. Perfect structure, trading, having the money management. Beautiful. Everything worked out fantastic. Try out the strategy if you want to. And if you do, again, if you get in the group, I do have a video that goes over a little bit more in depth and a little bit more in detail on how the Fast 5 strategy works, as well as many other videos that go over a lot of the different strategies that we talk about on my channel, and also some new strategies that we don't share publicly. That's also in the group as well. And that's it. I wish you all the best of success. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you on the next video. Have a great day. Take care.